the lag. It's a race to 9 winner break format. And his opponent is the showboat, James Georgiadis. These are Scotch doubles partners. We have the rival, the matchup of the Scotch doubles partners, and a rarity here. Ivan Meng Lee has made a ball but lost control of the white. And let's see how this match unfolds. It's going to be an interesting matchup.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. I think we're in for a treat here with this final of Landmark Championships.
Both players are highly aggressive, and looking forward to seeing how everything unfolds.
And they're both out of towners, eh?
Well, yes, one is from South Australia. That's James Georgiadis from South Australia. And Ivan Meng Lee is from Queensland. Ivan's landed low on this. He might want to just bank this. But even if he banks it, he's not guaranteed a position shot on the 3 because the black ball is a big ball. It's got big ears, as we say, so he's playing a safety, which I think is very wise of him this early in the match. You really don't want to relinquish control early. A guy like James can really, really put on a pack on you.
And Ivan's had about half hour or so to cool down, and James is kind of coming right out of the hot pan, so I wonder if that might play anything to do with it. Ivan maybe a rack or 2 of warm-up, or maybe he'll get right back into it. Well, that 2's just wanting to fall in.
Yeah, we wanted to put the white ball behind the 3 there and just lock him up, but it didn't do that, and now Ivan is at the table. Position is not guaranteed here. He's going to play a good shot here to get on the 3. And that's not it. That just won't do.
You know, with those hangers, Barry, I don't know if you know, but I at one point, I can't remember why, but I think I was poking through the CSI handbook, and there's actually a clause in there about earthquakes and hangers.
Oh, really?
Where there's some kind of, yeah, apparently for 5 seconds, apparently somebody's supposed to be counting seconds when that hangs, that there's 5 seconds, and if there's an earthquake, you know, like say you're playing in LA or something, there's an earthquake, apparently there's rules on what you're supposed to do about that. The
ball comes back out again, right?
I can't remember now, but I was just so amazed that they had some Southern California person put a clause in there on earthquakes.
I wouldn't be surprised if one player runs away with this final. It could be either one. I just wouldn't be surprised. Both are really aggressive. Both are very talented. And both are just capable of just running away with this match.
Well, you're certainly onto something, because this is a winner breaks race to 9, so it's not the longest race. It's not as short as we've had. Semi-finals were both race to 9, but everything before that was race to 7. Is that correct?
Yes.
But with a relatively short race to 9 and winner breaks, you're definitely right. We might, you know, one of the other players might be putting the other in the chair for quite a while.
I think that Ivan is a little tardier with his cue ball, but I think that James Georgiadis is a little bit more, he's got more flair to his game when it comes to moving the cue ball around the table. And at potting prowess, James can pot anything, pot lights out when he has to. So
he got a nice touch off the 8 there. That could have gone poorly, but I think it's pretty safe to say that he's got this one in the bag and he's going to be the first one off the line.
Which is what I feel he needs to do. I feel against Ivan. I haven't seen Ivan tested once today. He hasn't been behind once. James Georgiadis had a very character-building match early in the semi-final against Chris Calabrese. Chris led the whole way through. 3-1 up, 5-2 up, 7-4 up, and James came back and won the match 9 frames to 8. So that was, showed a testament to his character. He put away the balls under pressure. I'd like to see how Ivan fares up now against James, especially if James goes in front. How will Ivan play? Will Ivan still continue with his ultra-aggressive play, or will he tighten up and start playing some good defensive shots? So I want to see what happens.
No, definitely. A player changes when they're in front or behind. You know, they might play one way in front, and it could be completely different from behind, especially in something with this much pressure, this final. So it will be interesting to see, no doubt.
James Georgiadis, the Greek Adonis. I walked into the tournament arena earlier this afternoon, and a gentleman walked up to me and said, "Hey Barry, what's it feel like to be the second best looking Greek guy in the room?" And I went, "Second best looking?" And he goes, "Oh, James is here." I go, "Yeah, you're right. I'm the second best looking now." There's only 2 of us. He's a good looking young man, And also, personality-wise, he's a very funny, bubbly type of guy. And I always say that the person's personality comes out on the table. And he's very loose around the table. Got a lot of shots on him.
You know, I was watching the majority of his semifinal, and I couldn't help but notice, but he's a pretty tall guy, and when he was getting down to break, you know, he just folds up, getting to reach down, you know, sprawl across the slate and break it.
He may have to take this 4 ball into the middle pocket here. I think he's overhit this a little bit. He's okay. He's taken it to the corner. Doesn't waste any time, does he?
No, he's on a mission. He's no, he's not here playing games. So he's got relatively short on this 5, make it a bit easier to just punch back a little bit. Just got away from him a touch, but he can just go around the
He's got the right angle now, hasn't he? Just come off 2 rails for the 7. He needs to land a little bit low on this 7. Or land high and then go around. Beautiful.
So he's not quite on the right angle to get to the 9, make the 9 easy.
I think top spin 1 rail, play the 9 in the same pocket. Should be okay.
Oh, you called it.
Wow. You know, he's really... I think sometimes when you win a match, like in the semi, the way he won the semi, in such an emphatic fashion from behind the whole way through, can kind of loosen you up. You feel like you're kind of free rolling. Because Chris Calabrese had 2 chances to win that match, kind of. You know, he did have 2 opportunities to really seal the match. Put himself on the hill, 8-4 up. He had another chance to put himself on the hill, 8-6 up, and he just didn't. Even at 8-7, when he was on 8-7, he had a chance to win the match. And I think that James now has, in a way, that the pressure's kind of off him in a way.
Definitely, and that makes a huge, huge difference to your psyche when you're playing. And he's also coming kind of hot off the press here, and you can see it and how he moves, and he's just warmed up, and he's right into it.
And James, just so you know, James has won a Scotch doubles event, Australian Scotch doubles event before, but he hasn't actually won, that I know of, anything else. So he has never won an Australian title or an Oceania title. This could be the first time, and this is the best chance he's had, actually, you know, to win a title like this. So 2-0 up in a race of 9 against Ivan. You know, he's got a good break on him. Look at that break. He's carrying the white to the rail, getting the 1 over the bag. Does the 7 ball ruin his plans? It kind of does, doesn't it?
It's a bit of a cluster. It's going to take some work. In fact, have we seen Ivan at the table yet?
Yeah, we did in the beginning. He broke off. That was it.
So this might be this cluster. If he can't tease this apart, then we might see Ivan back at the table, and I'm sure he'd be thrilled with that.
It's always hard to play position when the white ball is in the hole, when the ball is in the hole so deep.
Oh, that's one of the things I personally struggle with the most, definitely.
Yeah, he went rail first like there, and now he's going to scratch.
And it's going to draw. Yeah. So this is going to bring Ivan back, and he's going to probably, I suspect he's going to look at this pack for a little bit.
Should shoot the 2 ball in the middle pocket here now, and that kind of opens up everything, really. You can use
2, 4 back down the other way, and a 5 up here.
Yeah, like, unless James went in off there, there was no chance that Ivan can run out here, but that was a strange in off too, to be honest.
It was, but it's one of those textbook ones where it gets bumped off of a ball just sitting off the rail and then just hugs the rail all the way down, you know. It would have been, it's certainly hard to predict because he was coming out to it with a hanger like that. It's damn near impossible to break stuff off hangers like that, but a bit unfortunate.
Taking this into the corner. And now he should have a bit of an angle to just lodge that 5. Screw into the 5 and try and get that 5 ball over the middle bag. No, he's playing a combination.
He's playing the 5-9 combo. He's
confident.
I think this is going to be an exciting final.
These guys are going to play really aggressive.
If this is any indication. So he's going to take a good look at this. This would be a one way to get off the start line and with all the pomp and circumstance. But oh,
see,
that's too bad. And he left the 5-9 on as well.
I didn't like that option.
I thought he had it. You know, that was such a... It jiggled in there, I think. I think if he shot it again, he might have made
I
it.
just think if he massaged the balls open a little bit, it would be a bit better for him.
Yeah. I mean, we initially thought he was going to take the 5 up in the near side.
I've seen Jason Shaw miss a 2-9 combination, a straight 2-9 combination with the ball in hand. You know what I mean? Like, and it's Jason Shaw here. James went for the 9-ball combination, the billiard, yeah, but he's got second prize. He snookered Ivan. Did you watch Ivan's match in the semi? He played some fantastic jump shots in the semi-final.
Yep. No, he's definitely a deft hand with a jump cue. I mean, you have to be to be playing at this level to end up in the finals like this. I'm sure they both are. So he's going to try the kick and stick.
And that, I tell you what, that's a great result.
Yep. Got some good distance on it, but that cue ball again, he was flirting with that corner, hadn't sticking to the rail, but he got away with it.
James Georgiadis, I remember him 3-4 years ago, was jumping balls that were literally half an inch apart. I expect him to go over this ball no problem. The thing is, will he make this ball?
Oh, wasn't far off, to be fair. He's going to leave it over the pocket, unless it drops. Unless it drops.
Oh. It's by a little bit more, it's in the hole. You know. Ivan will play 1-2 rails out, 6-ball in the middle pocket, or he'll just check the ball. I like checking the ball here.
It's a bit of halfway house.
Worked out all right.
Yeah, it kept rolling a bit. I think he just gives it a slice. So that cue ball is going to be tracking towards the corner pocket, though. So you might want to just pull back on it, or...
He just done 1 rail out from the bottom rail, with a little bit of inside check. 1-2 rails in.
Yeah.
1-2. There you go.
He's lost it a little bit, but...
And these are testers. These are testers. They are missable.
We saw a big miss earlier. That was an important ball, but the cue ball was on. It was right up.
The black 8.
So it's definitely not a gimme. And there you have it.
Yeah. And that wasn't even tight on the rail. Chris's shot was much harder. James will nail this. He's going to nail this.
Oh.
Nail it into the rail is what he's going to do. He's going to nail into the rail and then set up the pocket.
Oh, boy.
Ivan's looking at me smiling. He's like, oh, got away with murder there. Yeah, you did, mate.
Well, there's no lack of drama for this for the final.
James
so
played
far.
that with really deep on the white.
I think he's trying to do a little bit too much with it.
Yeah.
But look, either way.
9's over the pocket.
Okay, so that's
A more
off
secure strike is the top spin shot there. You know what I mean? The more secure strike than going so deep on the white.
Yeah.
And the pace he played it at too. Now remember we did discuss earlier that the conditions are very humid, very sticky. The cloth is worn out.
In fact, speaking of humidity, we even got rain from outside coming in into the near the tables.
Venue. That's
yeah,
right.
through the walls.
Very wet, very damp conditions, and I just wish we had really good conditions. You see a lot higher level from both players. The conditions were better. Score is 2-1 in favour of James, and Ivan has broken the balls.
Yep. That one's just cuttable.
And that ball just dropped as well.
Just barely. So Barry, explain this to me, and if anybody in the audience is wondering as well, how does it work with humidity and tablecloth? So is it, what kind of relationship is it where
Well, when
the
the ball-
higher humidity, I suspect you'd get slower cloth?
Slower cloth, and the balls stick together more, fractions of a second longer. Okay, so when you're cutting the ball like this one here, you have to overcut it slightly more than what you would if the balls, if it was dry conditions and the balls were polished. And not just that ball, but certain other balls, especially when you're dealing with thin cuts or quarter ball hits, changes the angles quite a bit. Not quite a bit, slightly, but it makes things different. And especially with the humid cloth and the slower conditions, when you're using side, you're going to be that much more accurate than normal.
So do you get more throw?
Yes,
when,
the balls stick
when it's
together a
more
bit more.
humid?
Yeah.
Okay. And what about the rails? Are those much effect? Those heat, that maybe more so.
Well, the rails, when it's humid conditions, will play slower, but these rails are playing really bouncy. because the balls that we are using are a little bit lighter than, I think they're a little bit lighter than the standard balls we should be using.
Okay.
So you see the balls, they bounce off the rails very fast. See how much bounce he gets? Almost comes out of the rail faster than when he went in. But these guys are all quality players, and so they have adjusted to these conditions. And you know, you're not always going to play under the same conditions. You need to adjust no matter where you are.
And neither of them have the home pool hall advantage. They're both out of towners, so it's not like one. So, you know, sometimes that can make a big difference. You know, in your own pool hall, you know which tables have oddities on which rails, but they're even playing field here.
I like the way that Ivan moves his ball around. He's very tight with his cue ball. Be very tough to beat.
So I think this one's pretty much a gimme, and this will bring them even at 2 apiece in a race to 9. So how old are these guys, Barry? Because they seem pretty young.
I'm not quite sure. James must be about 30 right now, right? 28, 30, somewhere there. And I think Ivan's about 25, 26. I'm not sure. That's a good question. You know what? Let's find out how old they are, and let's get their Fargo rate up here as well. Do we have their Fargo rates already locked in? I think we do. Get that up the screen for the people out there at home. I know they're both over 700. That's right. So James is a 720 Fargo rate, and Ivan Meng is a 734 Fargo rate. So they're actually the 2 highest Fargo players in the room, and they end up meeting in the final. What's the coincidence of that? What are the chances of that? Do we have their age over there, Flo? Another very successful break here from Ivan, and I believe he might not be able to see this ball, Anton.
Not, I suspect not. I think that either of the kicks are pretty cut off as well. Unless he comes all the way down.
How can we remove these how can we remove these subtitles? Oh, they can do that at home, right? Okay, they have the option at home. Okay. So it's a push-out shot here from Ivan. If you're just joining us, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Australian Open 9-Ball Championships. This is the final. He was born in 93, so he's 29 years old. And what about, so James Georgiadis is 29, and how old is Ivan? We don't know. Well, Ivan is Asian, so he could be anywhere between 19 and 115, you know?
I was going to say that. I couldn't even believe that James is 20.
Yeah, he looks good for his age. He's actually a very good golfer.
Is that right?
He's a very, very good golfer. Good all-around sportsman. Yeah, it's interesting here. I'd be tempted to play I think he's got that angle where he's going away from the 3, so I'd be tempted to play the bank on the 3 ball here. Pot the 1, and then play the bank on the 3.
Yeah, if he can get the right position off the 1, then it should be a pretty textbook
I don't
bank.
think he has the angle to scoot straight back. Oh, he had that angle. He had that angle. That's a good angle. One thing about James, he's a free-flowing type of guy. And when the balls are open like this, he usually runs them out quick smart. He would have preferred to have gone over another foot, though, in this shot.
Yeah, was a bit short. What do you think? Can he hold it, or he has to go a couple rails for the fast?
He's going to definitely have to go a couple of rails.
As long as he doesn't get
go above the 6 ball here.
Friendly with the 6. Yeah, that's fine.
You see now he's landed on the rail over on the other side, so...
Digging down is going to be hard for the 6. So he might,
he's
looking at slow roll.
Yeah, no, he's just going to stop the ball there, take the 6 up the top corner. It passes the 7. Do a stop shot here. Keep your head still.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, man. James is a very formidable opponent.
Man, at this rate, this final is going to go a lot quicker than I thought it would.
That's what I said before. We've got 2 jackrabbits in the final.
You blink and you'll miss it, eh?
advertising.
So that, James takes the 5th rack here for a 3-2 lead against Ivan in a race to 9. And this is the APA New South Wales 9-ball championship final.
Guys, we have the Australian Open 8-ball coming up on the 21st and 22nd of May. Please visit www.aupoolplayers.org and register your participation. It's going to be a cracker. Back to the action. Confirmation, Ivan is not 106, he's 26 years old. Could have been 106, you don't know. So we have a 26-year-old versus a 29-year-old in the final.
So the young gun out-of-towners have come to show the local veterans like yourself how it's done, eh?
And yes, and they're Scotch doubles partners too, which is a big one.
So you say they're Scotch doubles partners, but one's from Adelaide and one's from Brisbane.
Oh, they partnered up a couple of times. They work very well together.
Traveling all around the country.
Scotch doubles events that we had in Adelaide. I love playing in Adelaide. I love Alec.
I've never played
Alec, of any others, if you're watching, mate, I love playing in your venue. I can't wait to come down there and play another event there. Hook us up, man. Let's do it. I love staying there because I stay in the hotel across the street. I get to play pool for 3-4 days. I have to worry about working or anything else like that. And they've got a really great bar with cold drinks. What more do you want?
Sounds
Good
like
pool
both.
tables, good bar, great venue, good hosts. Beautiful.
That sounds like the exact holiday I need right about now.
We all need it, eh? With all this craziness with COVID.
We've been relatively new to the country. I've not played in Adelaide myself, but I'm very much looking forward to it. And Bears sold me.
It's got a cut shot here. This is the type of shot you might want to go around the table for.
You'd have to, because 2 rails doesn't put you anywhere nice for the 4, so I think he'd be running.
It's very thin on this ball. 1, 2. See, he tried to hold it.
Yep. Oh, and the 3 didn't drop.
Even if he
Look at that.
made that, where is he going to be? Those are the type of shots you want to go around the table.
Yeah.
And again, he's left the ball in the bag for Ivan. And Ivan's thinking, if I just stop the ball there, I get on the 4. Yeah, you do. You can't really do too much more. Unless you come off the rail and try and go around everything. But I don't
run, but
I don't
that's
like it. You're not
unpredictable,
guaranteed
you know?
a shot that way. Things can go really wrong. You screwed it that way.
That was good control off with the hanger like that, because if you just catch a piece of that rail, then that ball's flying.
Mm-hmm. Good call there, my fellow commentator. Put this ball in the middle, come up one rail off the bottom rail. One corner. Well, yeah, it was very deceptive. It looked different from our camera angle.
Oh, it always does, eh?
That's a big let off there. It looked like James was going to pull away 4 frames to 2 up there, and now it's going to be 3 frames apiece. And what happened in the semi-final, you know, he put 3-4 frames away without Arvin getting up. So, you got to fear the worst now for James. This can happen again.
I think Ivan's pretty much puzzled this one out. So he's got pretty much go through the motions to finish this one up, and they'll be tied at 3 apiece.
Ivan's just very tidy with his cue ball. It just looks like he doesn't have to play many difficult shots. Not that he has a problem playing them, because he can play them probably better than anybody else in the room. But he just gives himself nice angles, nice layout every time. Good position player. You're right, Anton. This is going to be 3 apiece.
Easier done than said. That's
Easier done than said. So you playing in the 8 ball coming up next month in May?
yes, sir. Yes, sir. I plan to. I don't. I think playing in it's a strong use of the word, but I'll see what I can do. It's been quiet with COVID and everything. We all use that excuse for a couple of years now. But,
Oh yeah.
but I'll come and make a fool of myself, definitely. And I imagine you'll be there.
I will try and be there. Of course I'll be there. I'll be doing all the commentary. That's a really nice break. He made the one in the middle as well.
And the 5.
Oh.
So he made the wing ball, 1 ball. That's pretty much as good as you can ask. Trouble is he might be tied up in the 6, or can you see through it?
Oh, you can see this. He made 3 balls off the break. He's landed on the 2 ball. He can draw the white ball back onto the rail for the 3. Nice shot.
I think he'd almost maybe like to have touched that 4 just a hair on the way in, but I think
Can he reach this?
Just fine. Is he left-handed?
He's right-handed.
Right-handed.
I think he's underplayed this. He's definitely underplayed this. He's landed where you don't want to land.
I think he's a bit quick to pull the trigger on it, especially with the stretch. But he might be all right. With the 6 hanging like that, so just... Well,
All he has to do is just make it. A bit of top spin, 1, 2 rails.
yeah, you can
He's
pretty
just
much
gonna
put the
focus.
6 from anywhere.
Yeah, focus 100% on the pot here.
And that he didn't do.
You were right there. He did pull the trigger a bit quick.
So I think scratching his head, he's not thrilled with that. Especially not when they're tied up, and I think this pretty much is going to be the end of this for Rack. Well, spells the end of it.
Well, James landed on the wrong side of this. He's going to have to go around the table. He likes these kind of shots, though.
Does it on purpose.
Yeah, he does. That's why they call him the showboat. He likes to play stuff like this, you know, make us all excited.
Sure, it helps to let the stroke out too a little bit, eh? Yeah, so he's going to dig down on this. You know, he gets all that draw, and it doesn't even look like he put much into it. It's just...
Like I said earlier, I think he's got the best cue action in the whole room. Very free-flowing. If you look at how he delivers the cue, like he kind of like jerks the cue backwards and forwards to relax his arm, and then delivers the cue. If we had like some kind of laser scope measurement tool, I reckon he'd deliver the cue straighter than anybody else here.
You know, I think they make some kind of laser aiming device you put on, you tie on your cue. I think that's some sort of thing I saw at some point on one of the websites, but no, I'm sure you'd be right.
He just gets through the cue ball so well.
Confident as can
Remember,
be.
the winner of this event gets a spot. Doesn't get a spot. No. Winner of this event gets cash and gets the prize of having the Australian title, and probably will get a spot later on in the future.
So I think from what I heard earlier, first is 24, 2,400 prize, and second is
But
12.
none of us are really playing for the money. We're all playing for the glory. You put your name on the queue for eternal glory on the trophy. Plus, when there's other spots coming up in the future, when you run an event like this, you're put in line for that spot.
That was a beautiful touch on that shot. Just to draw back kind of on a 3/4 length, table length shot, and just draw back 8 inches like that. It's a really nice touch. So he's put himself well for this 2 and just doesn't have to do too much for the 3, come up for the 5, but he's got to be able to sneak in there with the 8. I don't think he's going to try and do anything to it, but
I think he wants to land thin on the 5 so he doesn't have to do anything with the 8.
Okay, so
Has he hit this hard enough? Has he hit this hard enough?
Just. What do you think? Do you think he can just hold it? Or he's going to go for it?
I don't know if he can pitch this. He might have to go down the bottom rail and out between the 7 and the 8. I don't think he's got... I think he's got too much angle to hold this, man. He's taking his time. Don't often see James slow down like this. So he's going to go down between the 7 and the 8 and back up again.
Yeah.
He's got to round him.
Around the
That's
6.
a much better option.
Neat and tidy.
he's played it safe.
Interesting. I would have thought he was going to try and cut that 5.
I thought that ball was on, but it mustn't have been if he played safe. It must have been too close to the black.
It did well. It left about as much distance as he can with the safe. That 5 might just sit in front of that side. It's not what Ivan was looking for.
Advantage, James Georgiadis.
But see, now that 7-8 is going to be a bit of a traffic jam for that cue ball running around if he wanted to.
Oh yeah, you mean like with how to get from the 5 to the 6 now?
Yep. So how do you negotiate this? He's going to try and go around this 7. Look at this.
And just tickle the 7 a bit higher to make things a little bit easier for later.
As long as he can get this, well, back cut if he chooses that top left corner pocket. Does set him up nicely for the 7, but it's no gimme.
He's shooting this in the top, in the right-hand side, so it's a good pot here. Oh,
that was a beautiful shot. Look
how
at this.
good did he hit that? How good did he hit that, James Georgiadis?
You couldn't have placed this cue ball better with your hand.
This is the first time I've seen Ivan go down 2 racks to anybody so far this event.
Barry, this is some quality pool we're watching here.
Yeah, you got the James the Showboat Georgiadis against Ivan the Jackrabbit Meng Lee.
What's your nickname? You're the Mule, is that right? Where'd that come from?
Don't want to know, mate. Trust me.
All
Let's
right.
not go there.
James takes another one. And that
So
puts
Ivan wants to take a break now, and James is like, yeah, he wants to take a break now, but it's James's break. Because it's a winner break format, we're allowing that to happen. If it was an alternate break format, you must take a break only on your break. But really, I actually don't take breaks when it's my opponent's break. Like if my opponent's breaking, I want to take a break. But it's an opportunity for us to plug our sponsor. We're back at the action. James leading 5 frames to 3 and almost made the 9 in the corner in the middle.
You know, there's something in the room today because earlier Annie got a 2 in a row golden break. I told her to go buy a lottery ticket. So and apparently there's been more of them going around. So it's something in the air.
Well, he almost made that. He would have loved to have made that 9 ball in off the break and then run up 6 frames to 3. But me as a commentator and as a spectator, I don't want to see golden breaks. I want to see them having the pressure of running the balls, you know?
Yeah, no doubt. The occasional one is a bit of a comic relief for sure, but no, then you miss the pool.
What do you do here? Do you just try and... He's pointing the back rail. I don't know if he's playing a push out. What is he doing? He's taking the wrong ball. What is he doing? It's a 2 ball next. He's called the push out, has he? What's going on there?
Do they know something to be done? Ivan must have called the push out and we missed it.
No, James must have called the push out. He wanted to put the white ball in the back rail and challenge Ivan to shoot at this 2. He's put James back in. James like, you don't want it, mate? I'll take it. Just watch what I'm going to do.
And you know, it's interesting with them knowing each other so well in terms of how they play being Scotch doubles partner, then they can really take advantage of that for the push-outs because they'll know each other's weaknesses and they can probe that for the push-outs.
That's right. They're familiar with each other's games. So James has decided to play the safety. And it's not really the best safety he's played today, but not... You know what?
Yeah, it's not the worst, it's not the best. It's
Yeah.
pretty lukewarm for a safe, but we'll see if Ivan takes this on. Position's a bit tricky for the 3. He's going to be running right near it, and unless he can disturb it, then it's also going to leave, you know, that might potentially leave on the combo with the 7.
If he makes this, he should get the 3 ball out, which he did. He's not guaranteed to get a shot on it, and look at this.
The carom is on, eh?
Oh, dude.
How can you not?
He might even jump this and try and make the 9. This is going to be exciting.
Oh, this would be a big shot.
He's completely snookered.
Jump to 8, billiard the 9.
Can we get another angle on this?
Yep.
He's completely in the dark here. He's going to jump this, try and make it. And this is going to be awesome. He could also try and bank the 3 up the top, but I think he might go with the 9 ball here. We need a referee here to watch us. Go the other angle. Thank you. Let's have a look. He hit the 3 ball first for sure, but he's sold out.
And he's going to leave it on.
He's sold out. Things aren't going Ivan's way this match so far.
But 3-5 is definitely nothing he can't come back from. He's got about halfway through between the two.
Well, if James can play a really good positional shot here and land on the 4 plum, run this rack out, this 6-3.
6-3 makes a big difference. Over
look at this shot. No middle pocket. Oh, look at that shot. Wow. We are being treated to a seafood. We have been treated.
It's late, we're hungry, it's okay.
To a bonanza, a pool shot-making bonanza feast by James Showboat Georgiadis, representing SA pool players in this Australian final.
Yeah, so he wants to try and squeeze by the 7 without disturbing it. Should be fine. Down to the bottom rail and up for the 5, 6. 7's a hanger.
Mate, it's going to be 6 frames to 3, barring some kind of a malfunction. I'll tell you what, if I was Ivan, I'd be getting very worried right about now. If you thought that Ivan was a good front runner, James is a very good front runner. He's good from the front, he's good from behind.
He's good from the back because, in the semi-final we watched, that was quite the comeback. He was, 4 racks down in the first half of the match and comes up race to 9 and takes it just by 1. They were hill.
Well, he's Greek. I
had to throw
that one in there.
Not biased.
He's good from behind. I couldn't control myself, I'm sorry. For all you guys out there at home. Score is 6 frames to 3. And this match is starting to get away from Ivan. A couple of lax safety shots. A couple of missed balls you don't expect Ivan to do. And then James is just running out. I mean, what a great shot that was again on the 4
James
ball.
is playing top game. I almost would say Ivan didn't do a huge amount wrong.
You've never seen James play before, have you?
Not until today, no.
Very flamboyant. He's got a big break on him too.
Wing ball, 1 ball, no problem. Like he does it every time.
Wing ball under 1.
But, it is 1 on the spot, so.
You're right. Ivan hasn't done that many mistakes. But he did have a couple of opportunities where he didn't capitalise. And they cost you. They really cost you.
Well, James will make sure of that. James will make sure you pay for it and you stay in your seat. And that's exactly what he's done here. It's a nice touch.
Yeah. Now he's got that cue ball on the string.
You can tell he's in the groove now. Eyes aren't wandering. As far as he cares, there's not a single other person in the pool hall.
Oh my goodness. There's a lot of distractions in the room as well. Everyone's watching this match. The SA players, I know. Big shout out to all the SA players. I miss you guys. They got some great players in South Australia.
Well, if James is any indication.
And he's making this table and this match look extremely easy. Two rails around the 9. Inside the 9. Really does have all the shots on it. What did I say earlier today in the beginning of this match? I said, one player can easily run away with this match.
Well, you called it. That's exactly what we're seeing.
Well done, James. 7 frames to 3. And you're right about his eyes and his body language. His eyes are staying right on the table. They're not going... Whereas earlier he was looking around and whatnot. Now he's just all focused. He's all business. He's smelling that finishing line.
He's in the zone. You know, this is a Sunday night at City Heroes Burwood. All the tables are packed. It's busy as can be in here. But he doesn't seem to notice. He's single-minded on winning. And by some margin, too.
All right, he's going to have no shot here on the 1. So there's going to be a safety battle here of some sorts. I wonder if he pushes out again, if Ivan will put him back in again, or this time take it.
Yeah, the weight's swayed definitely, so I think...
Played a safety. That's a safety. It's not a try attempt at a pot. We wanted to get him behind the 5.
Yeah, with speed to land on the far rail like that. So Ivan, is that 7 in the way, or do you think he can see the whole 1 to cut it up?
Another angle on this one. Yeah, it is in the way. He's got his little short cue. He's going to be jumping again. Jumping in the air.
You know, it's a good effort, but he's going to leave it on. That's unfortunate. No fault of his own.
You know, with the win and break format, you're always fighting for control of the table. You're always fighting for that control. And, you know, I've seen sets where people really don't get many opportunities in a set.
Well, interesting. He's come high for the 2. Well, he's made the 2 in the side difficult, but he doesn't have an option, eh? Because that 5's in the way for the other pocket.
He's overplayed this one. He's looking to pot this in the right-hand corner. Surely it cuts in the middle. Yes, it does.
Cut it in the middle, and he's... Yep, going to make it difficult on the 3. He knew he was going to be running into the 3 and was kind of going to hope for something a little better than that, but that's going to bring Ivan back to the table, so... Yeah, he's got the bridge out. He's going to come down to that bottom rail and out.
Oh, he snookered himself.
And what do you think? As long as he leaves some distance between these 2 after the fact, he might get away with it.
Just make it and run out. Just make it and run out. Or...
Oh, he's gotten lucky with this, eh? He's got the bank. The bank's pretty natural, but it doesn't leave him anywhere near the 4.
He's got to play a good safety shot.
Yeah, so the safe's probably better to go here.
That's it. 2 rail, the white ball.
Can he get behind this? No.
Didn't quite get there, but that was the shot. Try and leave the 3 ball on the nameplate. Send the white ball down behind the 9.
I don't think Jane is going to take this on, not with the 4 back on that top rail as well.
He might go for this,
so?
yeah. Send the white. No, he played a safety. He doesn't want to chance it.
Is that 3?
I think if the conditions were a bit fairer, he would have just gone for the cut. There you go.
Yeah, so
Put the ropes on him, Mr. Ivan. Make him work for it.
Could we switch to the other camera view real quick, and we'll see how this 8's sitting with
3 ball.
That 8's definitely kind of eclipsed, and the 4, the tie-up of the 3-4 certainly is interesting.
Can we go to the other camera angle, please, Chris? Thanks, mate.
What would you do here, Barry?
Well, it's completely snookered, so what's he doing? He's going to push the... Is he fouling? Deliberate foul? Deliberate foul.
He is indeed. So he's going to throw. He's going to put that 8 right in the way of the 3, and this is going to get weird. We're going to see. We're going to see some weird pool, and I've told you before. I'll tell you again. I'm a fan of weird pool.
Yes, you are.
We're going to get some 3, maybe some 3 foul rule. So what's he doing here? All right.
Wasn't that weird?
No, he got himself out of what could have been a pretty sticky situation, though.
Well,
it's just unfortunate.
Yeah, he didn't have to put the black right there. He wanted to put the black over the balls, I think.
Yeah, you don't want to leave him not with an easy.
This is not an easy combine.
No, he got a bit unlucky with his 4 rolling in the way like that, especially after a nice out like that.
He'd do good to make this
And even
ball.
if he does make it, that 3 is going to end up somewhere a bit.
That's a good shot.
Ah, wow.
That's a really good shot.
That was a nice shot. That was a nice enough shot. Maybe this is a shift of momentum. If he can keep that going and hold this together, he might have a fighting chance. Certainly has a fighting chance. 3-7. Don't call it too early.
Okay, so 7-3 down, but it's not the end of the world. He's got the dice. Is at the table.
Now 4-7 is hugely different from 3-8 with what James would be on the hill. So Ivan really, really wants this rack. And I think with that combo, I think he's got it as long as he just holds it together.
I think as long as you keep your opponent off the hill. I mean, you can always come back. When they're on the hill, it's a different feeling.
Well, it's the mentality. It's the last game's just like any other game, but it's all about the mentality and what it does to your pool psychology. You could write a thesis on pool psychology. I'm telling you, Liz.
Well, you could write a thesis on pool psychology. You're the doctor here, not me.
So that's exactly what Ivan was hoping for. 4-7 puts him able to claw his way back in this race to 9. Big break, wing ball's potted. The 1 just evades that side pocket, but it's going to sit pretty with the 2 for Ivan to make something in this rack. So he'll definitely be happy to see that. Take the 1, he might be able to follow through and come up on a shallow angle off that top rail for the 2 in the opposite pocket. I think the 7 clouds up that same pocket for the 2. Yeah, he's coming high. He's going to come follow through and up. And he's left himself a nice angle to get down for the 3, if not hampered, maybe a little bit by the 7. So as long as he doesn't roll too far here, he might. If we could switch to the other angle. And then we'll see. So he's fine on the 3. And he's just going to come around the angles for the 4. 4 in the opposite corner, that is. Unless he misses a 3. So it's a bit unexpected. Could be a bit of nerve showing. But either way, James is going to be back at the table. We know what James can do when he's back at the table. So.
How much side he used on that ball just now? There's so much left-hand spin on that ball. And how do you land on the rail like that, honestly? Like, how do you land on the rail? It looked like it was never going anywhere near the rail.
Yeah, he doesn't look thrilled with that, but and it makes the
Go back to
position
the other
for
angle
5.
again very quickly, Chris, because I can't tell you. He's not straight on this ball. There's no stretch of the imagination straight on this ball, but
I think he's going to be
crashing into the 9, right?
He's going to be running into the 9, so
You might even play a safety here. This is
he
James.
could do, but I don't think so. Somehow, I don't think so. Yeah. Well,
No, he did play a
so he
safety
got
behind
away
the
with
6.
it. One of them unintentional safeties.
Yeah, I just didn't see a way of him to get back on that 5, and sometimes it's just best to play a safety in those situations. But he's just such an aggressive player.
You can't fault him. It was kind of calling, but you know he got away with it in a
This
way
guy,
with
is this
the
guy
4
playing
on
the
the rail,
ball
but
at
he's
the top
playing
of the carom on the
combo,
9? Yeah. The carom.
Is he going to drop? Oh my God.
Okay, 1, 2.
Yeah, right.
Count 5 seconds before there's an earthquake.
Exactly. That's
What do you do here now if you're James? Do you play the
You know,
the
that's
white
a tough
ball?
pill to swallow, but I'll tell this if I may. I had a shot once just like this. Nobody saw this. I was in Vancouver playing on my own.
Three route. 1, 2, 2
No.
cushions
And
around
I
spin.
shot cue ball into what is the 4,
Yeah.
so that the 4 bounced off the rail back into the cue ball and sends the cue ball down into the 9.
that's
and
crazy.
There were other balls in the way that made that necessary, but I couldn't believe it.
Surely he's going to shoot the white ball in off now with the right hand spin. 2 rails. Surely. And play safe at the same time. So you played a double kiss.
Yeah, down, send the cue ball down because look, the 9 was a hanger, right? And I thought had a bit of fun, and I couldn't believe it. But I somehow think that's not what he's going to be doing.
1, 2 rails. He's put too much side on it, and he's sold out.
I think that's it. Okay. Ivan's going to be thrilled about
A
that.
little too much side. Oh yeah, roll
So
this in 5-9 combine.
Pretty well written on the wall. 4 on the side, 5-9. That's it.
He had a 2 rail. I like the shot he played. Just a little bit too much side, or he maybe hit the ball a little bit too thin. Thick. 7-5 all of a sudden.
This is a fight.
Remember, Ivan's won the last 2 Australian titles, and James is struggling. It's not struggling. James is battling to win his first. It's exciting. It's a race to 9. Winner break format. Ivan's very capable of doing 4 and out here.
I think we're in the midst of a momentum change.
I'll
Things are swinging Ivan's way.
let you know after this rack. Well, depends how the break goes. He's drawn the white ball straight back again.
Yeah, not great. He's put the...
He made the 5. Lucky he made that 5 ball. That wasn't the intent of the ball he wanted to make. I don't know, Anton. I don't see this being. I don't see Ivan flowing the way he was earlier. What does everybody out there at home think? Put your predictions down below in the comments. I'd like to see you think's going to win the match. It's 7-5 in favour of James at the moment. Ivan's at the table. Who are you guys backing to win this match and the final and the title?
And it's glory.
The eternal glory. Ivan's going to think of a good safety here. I think he can pot this, but I don't think there's any value. What are you thinking? He's just in the white ball up there, that little... Okay.
I think he's going to use that 4-2-6 as a wall, eh?
Good call.
With that, unless he hits the 2.
No,
So
it's
he's gonna
definitely
leave it-
snookered. Go the other
Okay.
angle.
So if we see on the other
snookered, yeah.
angle, yeah, it's definitely sneak it up. So what do you fancy James doing here?
I like going 2 rails under the 1 here,
Yep.
if you can.
The 1 is too dangerous, not with the cue ball being spat straight into that corner pocket. So
I was trying to make it.
exact-
Oh, what a
well,
shot!
unless
The
you just
showboat.
make it, of course.
What a shot from the showboat.
We should have
James
thought.
Georgiadis. That is... What a shot. I didn't think that was possible from that camera angle. So everyone, Zach Bray says James. He's about the only one that's actually answered. And Fleur as well says James.
Well, look at this now. Maybe a bit premature, eh?
After that shot.
So he's, I think he's too tied up with this 3 for the bank to be on
Oh, the double kiss is
imminent.
Yes, that was the word I was going to use.
Great minds, Barry.
Think alike.
Is he going to get behind this 8? This would be
nice shot. That's a nice shot.
not quite, but
He got him.
it's no magic because he got,
think he
yeah,
got
3
him.
behind the 6 like that. That's
Could we go the other angle, please, cameraman?
oh,
He's
so we're
gonna
going to see a bit of
masse.
mass, eh?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Good hit. Good hit. That's all you can hope for.
You know, we don't see enough masses these days. All the jumps, none of the masses.
Yeah, there's a masse cue that's like really heavy and shorter.
Yeah, I think there's specific ones they use, you know, in, for example, artistic pool and that sort of thing.
Venom and
Yeah.
all the trick
They're
shots.
not using normal Kamui soft tips. That's for sure.
James has to play another one of his exhibition shots here to get on the 4. Up screw with right-hand spin past the middle pocket. One. Oh,
that's too bad.
Past the middle pocket.
But you know what? That's what Ivan needs right now. As a ball in hand, an opportunity like this, a wide open table to put him 6-7.
Oh, it's anyone's game now. Anyone's game. The way the balls are laying. Ivan's playing left-handed. That's how confident he is right now. Left-handed. He's amphibious.
He's O'Sullivan. Amphibious.
I got that from, was it Danny DiLiberto? Great commentator. Instead of saying he's ambidextrous, he goes, he's amphibious. I say that all the time now. He's landed dead straight. But he's okay. He can still screw back, reverse, 1-2 rails.
Or just punch forward.
Squeeze an angle out.
Georgiadis going to pull back. As long as he doesn't
doesn't overplay this. No, doesn't overplay this. He played that really well.
Yeah, that's nice touch for screwing off like that from the top of the table. I mean, he's within 6 inches of where he would have ideally liked to be, and you can't really ask for more than that. Well, there you go. Putting on a masterclass. That was beautiful. 6-7. It's anybody's game indeed.
Let's have a look at the comments. See who else has commentated. Warren White Sr. says Jimmy will win. Lee Corrigan says Jimmy will win. Rob Carnell says 9-7 Ivan. Oh wow.
We've got people, yeah, in the Ivan camp.
Stuart Rogers says, I think Ivan will pinch the win. Okay, well, see, we're about 50-50 in the comments at the moment.
All right, well, look, all I want for Christmas this year is a Hill Hill.
All I want for Christmas is Hill Hill. A lot of people in the room are watching this match right now.
We've got non-tournament players starting to gather in. I think I saw a couple earlier. Get the Railbirds lined up for that.
We need to get big scoreboards inside the room so everyone around can actually really know what's going on.
Or you get one of those LCD displays, you know, like the paid, you know, the kind of bigger ones, open book sized LCD
there you go.
screens.
For all the sponsors out there, potential sponsors, buy one. You can flash your own advertisements on it too in the middle of it. That one just wiped its feet, hit the knuckle and in. Dude, it's going to be a 7-all. This is going to be crazy.
But he just threaded the 9-4 like it was
He's looking good.
Wide open. And
I know, Ivan.
So as long as he doesn't choke up and stick himself snookered behind this 9 on
Ivan
5,
choke? No. No chance. Not Ivan or James.
Okay, so take...
oh, did you just...
No, he's going to run into it.
Dude. What are the lotto numbers tomorrow? See how Ivan's playing more slower than what he was earlier? He's just making sure of every shot now. Get a bit of right.
Yeah. So he's going to take the...
give himself angle. Is he giving himself too much angle? He did want this in the middle. He's got a lot of angle.
If he plays this to the middle, how does it come up to the 7?
He didn't want to be that low and thin on this 6. He was playing the 6 ball in the middle. He wanted to be a bit higher up than that.
Now, you know, I thought he's
going to have to punch this off one rail and out for the 7. If it takes us in the middle, which he is. Screw 1. There you go. Look at that shot. It's going in off.
It stays out.
It's going straight in off.
Come on. That's heartbreaking. That is.
And that comes back from that shot he played before where he didn't get enough side.
You know, I think I saw what he did, and I thought he shot it a little bit hard to stay where he wanted to, and I think he put some side on it to try and correct for that, but you're right, it was just a bit margin. But look, you know what? Honestly, that was that price to pay, pocketing it on a beautiful shot like that. But that's cool. That's 9 ball.
And he also tapped the table with his cue. He knows it. It's a long way home now. 8-6 down is a big difference from 7-all. Showboat, 1 ball and 1 frame away from winning his first Australian title. Can he remain focused? He's a good boy, James. They're both good boys.
Well, this is some edge of your seat pool. This. So we're.
I wasn't
James on the hill.
expecting that error there from Ivan. It's amazing what a little bit of distance, up or down on the table. He could have just rolled forward on that ball in the middle and got on the 7 and then run out. 8-6. I want to be surprised right now if James Golden breaks.
Come on.
Just one time it's going to work, and I'll put that on YouTube.
It's going to be a battle of attrition. He's got the one down on the rail. Just a little. This will take some puzzling out this rack, but I think Ivan would not mind.
A lot happier with this than James getting a gritty, favourable spin and running out, right? He didn't seem to break the balls that hard, though.
Yeah, no, I think he was breaking harder earlier, but I think he's playing to the table.
Why is Marvin called to the table? Oh, because
they're going to move the.
Our tournament director's going to move the balls. Thank you, Chris. You've been doing this too long now. You've figured out all the rules. Whenever you see someone moving balls with chalk, it's very cringy.
You got a better way to do it?
Yeah, you use there's actual things that you can use. Like sit underneath the balls and mark them exactly. But
I don't think we have the luxury here. You sure you're not a fan of the just pick up real quick, put right back down? If you're quick enough.
Look at this. He's going to be pushing out, potting the 3 ball, and leaving the white ball there. That way now you can cue it better and you can play a shot. He's challenging Ivan to come up with something. I'd be very surprised to see if Ivan gives this back. Because of where the 6 ball is, he can play the 1 into the 6 to hold the 1 ball there and send the white ball somewhere around to snooker him.
Yeah, I think that's.
I wouldn't be giving this back.
No, I think that's definitely the right shot, and it's really not that hard to play. It's kind of wanting to be played, but Ivan's taking a pretty good look at it.
Look, his opponent is on the hill. Any mistake could cost him the match straight away.
So I don't know. I'm not sure
He's
what
going to
he's
shoot the
looking
1
at.
into the rail into the 6.
Looks like it. That's all right as well. That 1 could get away from him though.
Doesn't get a full contact on the 6. It will get away from him. See?
I think he's going to leave it on there.
Open ball here for James. He can really put the handcuffs on this match here by playing, that shot where you hit the 1, you split the wicket and you send the white ball around. You can use the 7 and the 9 as a blocker. Nice and soft. I didn't like that shot. There's a bank available here for Ivan if he chooses to do so. Or he can play a good safety. Again, he's gone for the bank. Very aggressive.
He was playing 2-way though. I mean, he was playing for the bank, but I think he was also leaving it also for the 2, but knowing that he was going to hide a bit, be able to use. But he did get lucky with the 7-9 in that configuration, or at least in that side, so the 1 stuck right behind it.
It's not always, I mean, this is where, like with Bean Hung, she will play the right shot no matter what the score is, I think the safety shot was a better option there, but these guys are ultra aggressive, man. I mean, I'm not going to judge them. They're the ones in the final. They're just ultra aggressive. Look at James.
Yeah, look at this.
Jumps the ball, snookers your opponent. I mean, that's how you do things.
Could we switch to the other angle real quick?
He's snookered.
Thank you.
100% he's snookered.
Well snookered on that. This is a tough jump. So you were talking earlier about, was it Ivan doing these real close jumps? This might just be. So he's got the jump kick. He doesn't want to kick at this.
Yeah. He wants to jump it. Bearing in mind, if he doesn't hit this ball or he fouls, it will probably be lost the match and tournament. Can you execute? He's left his butt on the table.
Oh, yeah, but he'll.
A lot of tournaments, that's an automatic foul.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a clean jump.
Clean hit.
But he's not. He's going to get a bit unlucky with it. That's.
All right, this is James's chance here. His first chance. You know that in tennis when they've got like match point. Match, this is his first chance here really to close the match out.
And that 7-9 wall is laying big for position.
You should be able to bump the 2 ball here.
Okay. Yeah.
Over the corner. There you go.
Nice call.
And now, can I get the other angle, please? So I can see what he's doing. Oh, he's got beautiful angle now to get on the 5. So they're all in the open. It's all a back game from the 6 to the 7. Because the 7 ball does not pass the 9, I believe. James has to get a really good angle on the 6 to bring the ball back for the 7 in this corner pocket. SA, for the first time in a while, has a chance to win Australian 9-ball championship. I think the last player to win the Australian title was Mark Cacciola.
Okay.
Very good player from SA. Another very good player from SA.
How long ago was that?
It's a couple of years ago, I think, but long time we haven't had an event. Mikey won the Australian 10-ball, defeating Justin Sage emphatically in the final, actually. It was quite a one-sided final. Mikey just kept on breaking and running. It was incredible to see. And so James Georgiadis, he's landed a bit.
Yeah, he's taking his time with this. This is kind of the big shot. I mean, if he gets through this, then it's pretty much in the bag. So he's definitely giving it the respect it deserves.
I wasn't paying too much attention. I was trying to think of who the champions were, previous champions. I don't know how he got himself here. What can James do here? Can he pop this in the middle or the top corner? Top corner, he's missed it by 2 diamonds.
And is he going to get away with it? Is he going to get away? Yeah, kind of. Is the bank on? Or is the double kiss waiting?
Even though the bank is on, the 7 ball doesn't. Just go the other angle if you want. 7 ball, I don't think passes. He should be playing some kind of safety here, surely. There you go. Keep it
he's
tight.
not going to get the snooker, but he's going to get the distance, and that 6 on the bottom rail is nicely done. So it'll serve the point. It'll do well enough.
What does James do here? What safety shot will he play here? He's gone for the cut.
He shoots it.
Well, that tells me that this 7 ball must pass. It doesn't pass.
No, I really don't think it does. I'm not entirely sure what his game plan was there, but
What was the point of playing that ball then?
maybe it was let me pot this and I'll worry about that later.
He must see something we don't.
Brush the 7, pot the 9. You know, is that maybe that's exactly?
You overcut the 7 ball as a safe. That's a good shot.
Yeah, he's left that well.
I'm getting really nervous now.
He's certainly not letting Ivan have this one.
I'm getting really nervous right now, Anton.
This is definitely not boring pool. This is pretty exciting stuff. I don't know. That sounds like we still got some people in the Ivan camp, and I wouldn't.
Ivan is taking a long time. You know what he's thinking right now? He's thinking, do I bank this ball or do I play safe? He's a very good banker. He also knows that any mistake, it's over. Look, he's taking a long time. What would you do here? It's not an easy bank.
I wouldn't bank it. I think I'd just do the same safe and try and. But there's not a lot to do. There's not a lot to hide behind. Maybe try to put the 2 balls on the opposite far rails with the 9 in between. But that's a touchy shot, and that cue ball's a long way down table for that.
I think all he's really got. The safety's tricky. The bank's tricky. Yeah, I don't know what he's going to do. Personal choice here. Guns blazing. He went out guns blazing. He tried to bank it.
And he's going to be. Is he going to?
He's trying to bank it
in the side.
Oh my goodness!
But you know what? That's landed okay. Can he make that cut?
I don't think he can.
Well, he certainly can't down into the corner pocket, not with the side pocket looming large like that.
That worked out all right, eh, for him. Now James has a decision.
I guess maybe one option is to just stick the cue ball with the 8 and try and get the 7, a couple rails on the far side, but that, you know, that itself is still a tough shot. That 8 ball's not a big ball. Okay, so he's going to go
Good
with
shot.
that. Yeah.
Good shot, but left it open.
Yeah, that's a big shot. If he's going to take this on, that's...
He has to. He has to
doesn't have
take
much
it
of
on.
a choice. Big shot, though.
No safety left here. You make it, 8-7. You miss it, pack your bags and go home.
Yeah, no, it's a big shot.
Composing himself.
Look at that, Barry.
Heart of the pocket,
God, you
mate.
couldn't have done that better if you tried it 1,000 times.
Wow. This match is still live. We're going to 8 frames to 7 here, Mr. Anton. What
I
did you
told you,
say
hill,
we want
hill.
for Christmas? You want a hill?
Hill, that's right, it's coming.
That was huge. Ivan's grabbing the magic rack. Ivan's saying now, please.
Yeah, he looks relieved with having
I
put
want a
that
good
rack
split
away.
of the ball so I can run him. He's thinking.
You know, I'll call it right now. Golden break, hill, and then we'll get weird pool.
You love the weird pull. Guys, for all of you that don't know, Anton Shu flew in all the way from Canada to do this commentary for us.
Don't listen to
We
him.
flew him in
He's full of
first
it.
class. Flew him in first class because he wouldn't go business. And he's a very experienced commentator from Canada. And he's making me look bad today, I'll tell you this now.
Don't listen to Barry. He writes all this down beforehand.
8 frames to 7. In favour of James Georgiadis. Ivan Meng Lee pulling the other one back. He's hoping for a very good break here now. Can he deliver a good break and run the balls to level the match? We're racing to 9. The Australian 9-ball championships. Again, he's dry.
So his breaks have kind of been going downhill a little bit. You see the wing ball and the head ball, and they're not going where they need to be going. And
This
he's
is
left this on.
James's James's second opportunity now to close down the match.
But this 6-7, this 6-9's got giving me PTSD from that 7-9 earlier, and it's looking a little bit the same.
PTSD.
Bit of shell shock, eh? But you know, if anybody can get
but
through
where
it,
the 5 ball is, surely he can massage it out, and I can't really tell from the angle, but he might even pot in the middle.
yeah, you might just be right. So he's a bit short on that 3, and that's surprising because he had a long way to go. He could have come off the rail as well. So he's choking up a bit.
I wouldn't say he's choking. I just think he only hit that ball a little bit. Now he's going to have to do something special. Something showboatish. Something
I think
James
he
Georgiadis is.
Pots the 3 down in that on your screen, top left corner, and he runs into the 8.
Showboat here.
Yeah. Unless he misses a 3. Okay, this is Ivan's rack now.
You wanted some weird pull, right?
It's my predisposition to straight pull. You know, you get all that real chess game technical stuff going on. It's always nice to see that in some 9-ball.
Here we go again now, moving the magic rack. No need for chalk now, just need for light fingers.
Just need for your opponent to glance away. That's all.
And move the 6 into play. Oh, look, it's on. See, I told you, he's looking at the bottom. You can pop this ball in the middle. So they're all on. And because the 5 ball is close to the 6, it makes the position to the 6 more accessible. Just needs to make sure he gets good position from the 4 to the 5. And he's lost the
Gonna
white
slow
here.
up.
I don't think he was playing it that way. Surely.
That one about 3 feet further than he wanted it to. But you know what? He's got the 4 down into the corner pocket. He's going to have to go. He's going to go out to that far side rail and have to come back out for the 5 in top corner pocket.
You wanted
Well,
weird pull?
that
That's a
was-
great shot.
That was a beautiful shot. So I think he can just slow roll this and hold for the 6. Doesn't want to go to the rail and out.
You can't go the railing out here. He's just going to tap forward a little bit.
But Barry, I think that shot right there just won in the rack.
Yeah, the shot from the 4 to 5. You're going to get your wish, mate.
Oh, don't jinx it.
Come on,
I'm
Ivan.
holding my breath. This is you said earlier you're just getting nervous. Okay. Wow.
Nudged it out.
All right.
Beautiful.
You know,
And
that's
landed on the black. Weird pull at its best.
Barry, that was a risky shot at 7-8 when he could have put himself on the hill.
Well,
But you know what?
he obviously he looked at it. He couldn't get on the 6th in the way to pot in the middle. Now it's just a big shot over bridging over a ball. This is not easy, man.
And it doesn't.
I don't
leave him
care who
anything
you
for
are,
7.
Joshua Filler, Jason Shaw, Barry Mavros. I don't care how good you are as a cueist. This is a tough shot right now.
Which one of these is out of place?
Yeah, he missed it
One
by
of
two
So
diamonds.
is he gonna?
Maybe he deliberately played the
Could we switch to the other shot real quick, and we'll see if he can. Yep. So it's okay. It worked out. The pool gods were in his favor.
No,
Smiling
none of them were out of
there.
place. They're all left-handed. All right. James has the edge of the 6. Needs a good safety shot here to gain control of the table. 1, 2 rails behind the black. Not
I
bad.
think it's going to leak out, but that was a nice touch. That's, Ivan's can't do anything with this.
Ivan's quick to get down. He's seeing the safety. Once again behind the 7 with a bit of left-hand spin.
Double kiss. But it's going to get away with it, too. I mean, the bank is on. The bank's definitely on.
We go to the other angle, please. Just have a quick look. You're right, it is on. Not easy to hold for the 7.
Do you fancy him taking this? How's James with banks?
James is a very good banker,
Oh, he's looking at something else, though.
but I don't know if this is the right time to be banking this because he's got to cut the 6 upwards to bank it, and then the wiper will go down to the bottom rail. I don't know. I'd like him to play a safety here. A little bit of left on the white. There you go. That's going to stick out again. I stuck out, and you know what?
Do you think he's going to...
Oh, he's got a shot on here. Yeah, you see he's looking where the wiper will track. He's got a shot on here.
This is a big shot, Barry.
It's a big shot, but you're talking about a big-time player. The whole room, I wish we could show you how many people are watching. The whole room is watching right now. Can we go to the other angles? People at home can see the cut. The cut's very makeable. Look at that, see? Just top spin, 2 rails. No need to use any, so I just make the ball. Just make the ball. He's got it.
Is this going to...
Look at that shot.
I don't believe it. That is...
That was just a natural shot. Beautiful, cute, smooth stroking Ivan Meng Lee. Smooth as a
That was one
silk.
for the highlight reel if we had a, we had a highlight reel.
Now this is extension. This is right-handed. He's cleaning his cue at the moment. This is to make to level the match at 8-all. He's in pole position right now, mate.
Pole position. I think you got your sports mixed up, Barry. Watching too much F1.
All the sports worth watching involve poles.
Look at this. If he can get,
Don't land on the back rail,
get a
surely.
big bounce off the
Don't
rail.
land on the back rail, surely.
He's okay.
Yeah, he's all right.
Now look, as long as he just doesn't land on the rail with his 9. Can he dig down? Does he want to stop it on this? So he's coming high.
He's on the hit
He's
this.
a bouncy.
He's on the hit this perfect. He's hit this perfect.
So much for under hit.
All right, you got your wish, mate.
Okay, we've
right,
got
8
a pool
frames
game on our
apiece.
hands, Barry. This is
In a race tonight. Why don't we just do a race to 1 to start with and just go home?
should have done in hindsight. I think they were joking earlier about just doing a race to 9 lagging. Get everybody home. Just do 9 different lags. One from the top down, one from the bottom up, one from the side across.
We've got a lot of viewers online right now. Everyone's super excited. Everyone is super, super excited about this. It's 8-all, guys. This is a commentator's wish coming true. Anton, you've got your wish, mate.
Well,
8 apiece.
Well, look, don't use the bathroom. Don't get your food out the microwave because you're about to miss.
It could be over in one shot. Could break and make the 9th break. That'd be a sick way to lose the tournament.
That would be sick. Yep. How
So
do you sleep
Ivan,
with that?
1 frame to get 3 Australian titles back to back to back. And James Georgiadis looking for his first Australian title. Who's going to win this match?
So this break. So that he needed that. That was
his
a better
best
break. That was the best break yet on the Hill
Yeah.
match. The cue ball stuck in the middle of the table.
That's his best break.
Ball made it.
This final.
5 just rolls in to make things difficult.
Can we have a look at the other angle, please?
Yeah.
You are right. I don't know if it sneaks by.
If it was, it'd be impossibly tight.
I don't know if it sneaks by. Some weird pull coming up now.
We'll see. The rest of the table is pretty open, so it might come down to one of those. As soon as you get that breakaway shot, you're out and you're done.
Ivan's looking at this like he can make it. This might pass the 5. The camera is deceptive. I reckon he's going to make this.
You know, if he misses this hero shot, then I think that's it.
I think if he's shooting this, it's on.
Oh
Yep,
my
it's
God!
on. It's
And
on.
he's gonna leave. He's look at
Wow.
that.
Ivan Meg Lee shaking his
Barry,
head.
would you believe it? Everybody, I just looked around. Everybody's shaking their head. They can't believe it.
That was on. It was just the camera angle was deceptive.
It must have been that opening must have been a ball and a hair's width wide.
What a time to deliver your best break of the match. You know what I mean?
Followed by gorgeous shot, beautiful position, threading the needle of that 7-5.
And now, you know, everything is in the open. He's delivered the winning shot, which is that 1. Just going to play good position play. Give yourself easy shot after easy shot. Run this rack out. Now, even though Ivan's won the last 2 Australian titles he's played in, he still has pressure on him. Anything can happen. Although we don't expect it to, anything can.
Oh,
Not going to give it
this
to him
is
just yet.
9-ball pool, Barry. Anything goes. I've seen a bit of everything.
I'm not going to give it to him just yet. I expect him to run all the balls, but he's still going to do the work. They're
He's
coming
got
now with left-hand spin, 1-2 rails out for the 6 ball in the middle.
needs to not catch anything. Not catch a 6.
Nice.
He's playing with fire, but
That was close.
look at him. He doesn't look moved in the slightest. He knew exactly that was going to slip by.
He must be on this side of the 7 to play the 2 railer for the black. Now he wants to be on the outside of the 7 to play the screw for the black. Make up your mind, Mr. Ivan.